Douglas Murray calls himself an expert on the Israel-Palestine conflict.
Things?
Which things?
All these things that we're talking about.
Some of them, yeah.
Are you an expert?
I am on some, yeah.
Here he is on global platforms, from Joe Rogan to Fox News, sneering at anyone who disagrees with him. On Rogan, he belittled comedian Dave Smith for having an opinion on Gaza, claiming that he wasn't qualified, he wasn't an expert, because he hadn't been there.
Have you been to the crossing points?
No.
When were you last there at all?
I've never been.
You've never been?
Well, am I not allowed to talk about it?
But then Murray goes to Gaza. He's on an IDF-guided tour, speaking only to soldiers pre-approved by the Israeli military. Now, that's not journalism. That's war tourism. Nathan J. Robinson from the Current Affairs podcast took apart his book, showing how Murray cherry-picks data, ignores contradictory evidence, and runs entirely on emotional panic.
Now, there are a number of cases in the book where he says things that are actually wrong and they've been debunked. So, for example, Murray says that when Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar was killed, proof was discovered that one of Sinwar's bodyguards worked as a teacher and was employed by the United Nations Relief and Works Agency. Now, that's false. The passport did not belong to Sinwar's bodyguard, but to another man who is still alive. And then the man himself made a Facebook post saying he's alive and living in Egypt. And when we look, we see that Douglas Murray is a deceiver. He's not, in fact, what he presents himself as. He's not an expert on Israel-Palestine, or if he is, he's someone who uses the knowledge that he has of Israel-Palestine to manipulate people dishonestly into misunderstanding the conflict.
Murray doesn't do evidence, he does performance, and that performance is dangerous.